Hello, everybody, and welcome back. If someone can just pop in the chat box if you can hear me okay. I'm still just busy letting everybody in, but I think mostly everybody is in now. That was in the waiting room. Okay, great. Thanks, Felicity. Great. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. So tonight is day 2 of the Online Teachers Kickstart Bootcamp. Let me know in the comments who was here last night. And if it's your first time tonight, then say, I'm new. If you were here yesterday, then let me know if you were here yesterday. Okay. If you weren't here yesterday, hopefully you managed to catch up on the with the replay. If you haven't caught up with the replay link is on YouTube, and here is the link for that. So don't forget to subscribe and just to save that, because you'll be able to go in and you'll be able to watch that in your own time, but just make sure that you save that link. I can hear. Yesterday I couldn't hear anything about I was online. Okay, good. Glad you can hear. Okay, so welcome to day 2, and tonight's topic is getting higher ready, okay? And that's what we kind of were talking about yesterday. Great. Glad you managed to watch the replay earlier today. Okay, let's get started, guys. Okay, while everybody's coming in, maybe you can pop in where you are all from. And let's have a look. I think yesterday nearly everybody was from South Africa, and we had someone from Lesotho in and somebody from Nairobi, I think, from out of South Africa. South Africa, Pretoria. Second night for me. I'm from South Africa, Cape Town, Western Cape. Awesome. From Zimbabwe. Great. Zimbabwe in the house. Gauteng, Nairobi again. Gauteng, Durban, Joburg, Tanzania, Cape Town, Pretoria, Lesotho, Gauteng, Nairobi. Oh, there's a few of you from Nairobi here. Eswatini, I think that's Lesotho, right? East London, South Africa, Springbok, Durban. Great, guys. Welcome. And you're so glad that you guys can all join us here. So yesterday, Swaziland. Wow. Okay, I got it wrong. I knew I'd seen that name, but I just couldn't picture where it was. Okay, yesterday we covered what online teaching actually looks like. We looked at what you need to get started. Yes, Lynn, I am from South Africa. I am from in the Eastern Cape from Port Alfred, but I did live in the UK for quite a long time, for 10 years nearly. Okay, so we're looking at what online teachers actually look at. We looked at what you need to get started, the different types of online teaching opportunities there are, and common beginner concerns. Okay, we also looked at a couple of mistakes that teachers make online as well. And tonight we are going to focus on one of the most important steps, and that is preparing yourself so that companies actually want to hire you. Because often we just rush into things sometimes, and then we think, wow, okay, I don't understand. Like we were talking about yesterday, like we send out all these applications, but we're not really prepared. And then we wonder why we're not hearing back from anybody. Okay, and so that's what tonight is about. It's like really looking at how we can prepare ourselves so that companies actually want to hire us. Okay, so Limpopo. Nice. Okay, so let's have a look. So type in the chat, did you watch day 1 live or did you watch the replay? Let me know in the chat. And one word, so you can do one word describing how you feel about teaching online now. Do you feel, these are just examples, maybe you have some other words for yourself. Excited, curious, nervous, motivated, okay. Nervous, I watched live, nervous, motivated, excited and motivated. Partly yes, watched yesterday live, motivated live. Did not watch the replay. Okay, you can grab that replay. So go in and watch the replay because this kind of follows on with the replay. So you can go back and watch that replay because it kind of gives you a bit of background, okay, if you haven't watched it. Okay, I'll pop in that YouTube channel again over here. Just save it and subscribe. Okay, then you'll be able to watch it. Encouraged and excited. We'll watch the replay. Mixed feelings, excited but a bit nervous. Okay, and I think even when you've been teaching for a while, you always still get those nervous days where you feel nervous. Live, excited, and ready to go. Live and excited. I like the ready. The ready is good. That's really great. Okay, good, guys. Okay. So yesterday, our action step was, I asked you yesterday to think about why you want to teach online and what your biggest concern is. Okay, we looked at those 2 questions yesterday. Okay, so why do you want to teach online and what's your biggest concern is? So here's a quick question for you guys. Like, what is your biggest concern right now? Here's some examples that like some of my members in my membership have said, like getting hired, technology, confidence, not having experience. Like, what do you think? What is your biggest concern right now at this moment if you have to think about it? Okay, let's look. Not having experience and technology, getting hired, not having experience, getting hired, not having experience, getting hired, the interviews, all 4 of them, getting hired and not having experience, not having enough experience, bookings, making the video, yes, no experience, and where will I get the curriculum, getting hired, technology, okay, no experience online. If you're watching the replay, pop it in the comments, on the comments in YouTube, so that I'm going to go in and answer all those comments as well. So make sure that you're being interactive while you're busy watching there as well. I had an interview this morning, but the fact that I don't have experience cost me. Teaching, okay, experience, no experience, getting hired, good. Okay, so these are coming out, okay. These are most examples that people do have when they think about what they are concerned about getting started. Okay, but the good news is that we are addressing many of these things tonight, okay? So many of these concerns that you might have, we're going to look at them tonight. Okay, so things like getting hired, technology. And I would say about the tech, everybody thinks about tech, right? But it's something that the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Okay, it can feel really overwhelming in the beginning. But really, honestly and truly, the more that you use a platform, the more that you use something, the easier it becomes. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, I just want to introduce myself for those that are new. We just go through this quickly. Okay, my name is Kathy. Hi. I have 2 online teaching businesses. I love traveling. And I like meeting people from different countries. Hence, I really liked teaching online because I get to meet people from different countries, get to know different cultures. And that's one of the things I really love about online teaching. I love family life and having time to spend with my family. I love to set goals and achieve them. And I like to help other people setting goals too. And that's one of the reasons why last year, I'm always like doing extra things to up my skill set, right? So like last year, I did a life coaching course. So I've added that to like what I've done lately. And it's really great because it's like really helps me to help other people to set their goals and to achieve them. You should definitely, Tanya, whenever you do an interview, if you don't pass, like what you want to really do is you want to ask for feedback. Like you want to ask, because then that's something that you can take with you and you can think, okay, well, next time I'm just using this as a learning experience and I can take that and I can work on those things that they said, these are the reasons why I didn't pass. and then you can better that for the next time. But if you don't get the feedback and you don't ask for the feedback, it's very difficult to know, like, where did you actually go wrong? So I would definitely ask for feedback. I am extremely passionate about helping teachers create the freedom in their lives and the way that they teach. Okay. I started teaching online in 2019, so I've been doing this for a really long time. I think I've probably taught, I don't know, way over 10,000 lessons online. Now I've like taught a lot of lessons online. I think just on Amazing Talk I've taught over 6,000 lessons. And then there's all my private lessons and the companies I worked for before. So like if you add that all up, I don't know what I'm actually on. I mean, I should actually work it out. Okay, I make good salary just from teaching from the one business, and then I still help teachers as well. So I make extra money on that as well. So it's a good profession to be in, but obviously you have to build your way up. Okay, so in the beginning, it's like really difficult, I think. But when you're really determined to learn the skills and strategies and put knowledge into yourself, that's when you can really get ahead and start to make a success of being an online teacher. And it's great. Working from home is really great. I love it. And I'm sure some of you might want to maybe travel and work while you're busy traveling. There's lots of people that do that as well. They just pack up their stuff in their backpack, like maybe their background, their backdrop, they like roll everything up, take the laptop, take the headphones, have a like mobile data package wherever they go, and you can still kind of work as you're going along. I think that is really great as well. Okay. So now, like with my year's experience and with working as a mentor on one of the teaching platforms, I've formulated a step-by-step strategy and guide to help new online teachers get ahead and start quicker so that you can start benefiting from your business much faster. Okay, because this is what you want. In the end, you want this to become a teaching business. Okay, it's not, I did a post a while ago saying to people, like, do you view like online teaching as a hobby or do you view it as a business? And like a lot of people came back saying it's a hobby for them, like just something they do every now and then. Okay. And a lot of people came back saying it was a business. And even though you start with an ESL company in the beginning, like you want to grow it so that it becomes your own business. Like who knows, you could go into so many different things from teaching online. You could go into creating your own curriculum and selling it. You could become a teacher mentor. There's just there are so many doors that can get open for you. Okay, so the reality most beginners face is many new teachers do this. They make a super quick resume because now they've applied for places, okay, and now they need to quickly submit everything. Okay, so they create a quick resume. They apply to so many companies, they even forget what companies they've applied to, and then they pray and hope, okay, for replies. Okay, and then they wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, and they hear nothing back. Okay, but not because you can't teach. I don't think it's my end, Elsie. Maybe try going out of Zoom and coming back in again. Maybe go out and come back in. Like sometimes that will sort it out. So go out of Zoom and then log in again, and then that should sort out that problem for you. Okay. So a lot of the time, people go and they apply just randomly and then they hear nothing. Not because they can't teach, but because they weren't prepared for what companies are actually looking for. Okay. And this is the trick. We want to find out what are the companies actually looking for. Because if you don't know that, you can randomly apply to so many places and you're just never going to get accepted. You're just going to be on a hamster wheel that goes round and round and round, and you're never going to end up getting anywhere. So that's what we want to look at tonight. So tonight's goal, by the end of this session tonight, you're going to understand what companies are actually looking for when they are hiring teachers, the most common resume mistakes people make, why introduction videos matter so much, and how to prepare yourself to stand out from the crowd. So this preparation alone can really save you months and months of frustration. Okay. Just doing these simple things. Look and see, what does the company actually want? What are they actually asking you before you apply? Then looking at what you can do with your resume so that you don't make those resume mistakes. Like in my teaching membership, like everybody will submit their resumes to me, and I'll go through the resumes and I'll give them some pointers that they can change. They go back and change their resume, and then I look at it again and give them some more pointers until eventually their resume is how it should be to be submitted. We look at the introduction videos as well. The introduction videos are so important, and you want to stand out from the crowd. Okay, so let's be honest. Have you ever applied for a job and never heard back? Okay, so type yes or type no in the chat box. Okay, let's be honest about this, guys, because I want to show you that, like, there's so many of us that are in the same position. Okay, look, there's so many people here. That's yes, yes, yes. Yes, okay, there's one person that said no. Yeah, no, no, yes, yes, yes. No, no. Okay, those that have said no, that's great, that you've never had a no, that you haven't heard back. Okay, yes. Okay, no. Okay. This often happens when the application does not clearly show what your skills are, what your personality is like, and what your teaching potential is actually like. So it's so important. Many teachers think they are doing something wrong when they don't hear back from companies, right? But often the real problem is that no one showed them what the company is actually looking for when they apply for the jobs. Okay, so that's like really important, because I take, for instance, me, when we went and we lived in the UK for 10 years or something. And I was already working in a school in South Africa, so I applied to work in schools in the UK. So I did what I normally do, just took my normal CV and I submitted it, and I just wasn't getting hired. And then someone said to me, hey, like, it doesn't work like that in the UK. In the UK, you have to look and you have to see, okay, what's the school asking for? Like, what's in the actual job description? Okay, now take what's in the job description, and you have to take all of that and you have to put it into your CV, so that you make sure that your CV covers everything that's in the job description. And then you got to get hired. And it really does work like that. And once I did that and applied that principle, I got hired the very next time I applied for a job there. Okay, so that is what the trick is. The trick is to actually look and see, what do they want? What are they looking for when you're applying for those jobs? And once you understand this, the process becomes a lot clearer and it becomes a lot easier as well. Okay, so what companies are actually looking for? Let's have a look at that. So online teaching companies typically look for teachers who are friendly and engaging. Okay, so they're going to see that from your introduction video. They are clear English speakers. They're going to see that again from your introduction video. Reliable and professional, what you're busy saying and from what your CV and your resume says. You're comfortable on camera. So even if you're feeling nervous, you have to appear comfortable, and that you are prepared and you're organized. And that doesn't come with doing a slapdash job, like, because you've applied for something, now you're under pressure and you quickly put out a CV and you quickly do an introduction video and you haven't done it correctly and you haven't done it well. Okay, then you aren't going to look prepared and organized. Okay, so let's look at, do you notice something like really important here? They're not looking for perfection from you. They're just looking for these things. Okay, they're looking to see like, are you going to fulfill what their clientele is looking for. Are you going to fulfill what the students are wanting? Are you friendly and engaging? Can you speak English clearly? Are you reliable and professional? Are you comfortable on camera? And are you prepared and organized? So something many teachers don't realize is that companies are not looking for perfection. They're just looking for teachers who are prepared, they're professional, and they're confident communicating with students, okay? Preparation, being prepared makes a huge difference here. Okay, so when you've applied for jobs before, have you been prepared? Like, did you prepare everything before the time? Really look at it and really make sure that you had everything in order before you actually started applying. It's a really good thing to get everything sorted before. Okay, let's have a look at basic hiring requirements. So most companies require kind of the same things, okay? They're looking for that you have a computer or a laptop. We did talk briefly about this yesterday, but I'm just going to go through it again. Most companies require you have a computer or a laptop, a stable internet connection, and a lot of them do check your internet connection. So when you do your interview, like once you get past the resume and the introduction video and you actually go for an interview or you go for the demo lesson, before you do that, they're going to check how stable your internet connection is. They can tell and they'll be able to see what your internet connection is like. They're looking to see that you've got a headset with a microphone, a quiet teaching environment, and a TEFL or a tesol certificate. Okay, they are definitely, if you're working for an ESL company, most of them are going to require that you have a TEFL or a tesol certificate. Okay, so who already has most of these things? Okay, me, I do. I have them all. I do. Okay, so most of you have got all of these things. So a lot of you don't actually realize that you're a lot closer to starting than what you thought you had, okay? Because these are the basics. These are the things that you should have, okay? Without these, you can't really teach online. So these are the essentials, okay? And you don't have to go and spend a lot of money on them. Need a laptop and a headset, okay? Need a TEFL certificate, need a certificate and a headset. Don't have the headsets with a microphone. Most of them, I have all four busy with my TEFL certificate now. Good. Okay, so a lot of you are already more than halfway there, like with the requirements of what you need. I don't have a TEFL or a TESOL certificate and a headset. Everything else I have. I have all of them. If you're watching the replay, let me know in the comment section what you have and what you still need. Okay, good, everybody. Okay, the TEFL or the TESOL question. Okay, many beginners worry so much about this. Okay, a TEFL certificate shows the company that you understand basic teaching methods, because that's what you're going to learn in a TEFL. Especially, I think, if you've never taught before, this is like an important skill to try and get some of that. That you know how to structure a lesson, which you're going to learn, and that you're serious about teaching. And that does not mean that you have years of experience, okay? A TEFL certificate doesn't guarantee you a job either, okay? Just because a lot of people think, oh, I've got a TEFL certificate, now I'm just going to get a job teaching online. It doesn't work like that. A TEFL certificate doesn't guarantee that you're going to get a job, okay? But it is a stepping stone. And sure, a lot of companies, like if you're working on a marketing platform or you are teaching independently, you probably don't need a TEFL certificate. They're not going to ask you for that. But when you're working at a ESL company, they're going to definitely want you to have a TEFL certificate or a TESOL certificate or a CELTA certificate. Okay, and if you haven't had that before and you're a bit confused about it, you can pop over to my YouTube channel. I did a whole series. You'll see there's a playlist in there. I think there's like 4 videos altogether like talking about, do I need a TEFL certificate? Like the cheap ones that you can do, the ones that are recognized. And I did a video on the difference between a TEFL, a tesol, and a celta certificate. So if you're confused about that at all, just pop over and you can watch that. I'll put that link over here. You can go and find the video. It's in there somewhere. But that could be helpful for you. Okay, but it is an important thing because it shows that you are prepared, especially if you're working for an ESL company. And it doesn't help to go and do those free ones. I won't mention the names, but like if you do that free, if you've done that free TEFL certificate, it's probably not going to be recognized, and it's not recognized, Felicity. It's red flagged by so many companies. You might find, like, if you go onto the marketing platforms like Amazing Talker or Preply, maybe you'll get in over there with that. But a lot of the ESL companies, you might not get in with that. They used to accept it a while ago, but then I think they saw there's a lot of cheating that goes around with that, and people were giving like answers, and you could just like fake that whole certificate. Okay, so it's really red flag now. So it's worth going and doing something that's maybe you're going to pay a little bit for it, but at least you know it's going to be recognized and it's not going to be a stumbling block for you. Go pop over to the YouTube channel, and I put a whole lot of different certificates in there with like sort of like average prices and stuff, and you can kind of look and see like what suits your budget and what might work for you. Okay, so let's move on to resume mistakes teachers make. Okay, so many resumes get rejected because of these reasons. They're either too short or they are too long. Okay, so like you want to look at like not having your, I would say 1 page is like the minimum for your CV or your resume, but you don't want to go over maximum 2 pages, but I would stick to like 1.5 pages. Okay, so 1 page looks good, and 1.5 pages, because remember, the people that are looking at your resume, they don't speak English probably. Okay, they have a different language to English. And so as soon as you put something that's long and pages of stuff or too short, it's just going to get chucked out. Okay, and if you don't mention your teaching skills, okay, that is a big mistake. Okay, or you focus on unrelated work that you've done. Okay, something that's not going to relate at all to teaching. Okay, or that can't be related in some way to have trained somebody. And you don't highlight your communication experience, which is really important. Companies want to see skills that transfer to teaching. So think about, what skills do I have that can be transferred to teaching? Natasha, it's still, I think, I'm not sure if I said your name right, but if you have no teaching experience, think about what kind of work you've done before and how that work can translate to teaching skills. Okay, so maybe you were working in a bank and you had to train staff members. Okay, that's teaching somebody something. It's like teaching adults. Okay, so think about, maybe you taught in Sunday school, or maybe you did babysitting. Like, think about, what life experiences have I had before that I can translate into teaching. Okay. Can I list on my resume that I have some training skills and client services? Yes, but obviously you don't want to let it overtake. Like, you have to have like a small section for everything so that you can fit everything onto that page. So, yes, HR consultants, okay, a lot of skills that can relate to teaching. So look about how you can relate those things. Okay, many resumes get rejected not because you're not capable, but because your resume doesn't highlight the right things. Okay, maybe you're highlighting the wrong things in your resume. You're thinking like you would apply to a normal job. An online teaching job resume is completely different to a job, to how you would apply for a different kind of job. So sometimes just a few little changes can make a really big difference in how companies view an application. Okay, this is what I really go through with my members in my teaching membership. Let's look at what I was talking about in a minute ago, like transferable skills. So like even if you've never taught before, you may already have valuable skills, like we've looked at the HR consultant there. So examples include customer service, training staff, coaching or mentoring in some way or the other, early childhood development, I see there. I've also got that. Public speaking, working with children, communication skills. Okay, so let's think about this. And you can pop it in. Some of you have already been popping it in to the comment box. What previous job or experiences do you have that could relate to teaching? This is something I see often when I'm working with new teachers, that like many people already have like really strong communication skills or training skills, but they just don't know how valuable it is in the online teaching. The key is learning how to present them effectively, like how to put them into your CV so that it relates and it transfers to teaching skills. Okay, coaching, training staff, working with kids in sport. Perfect. Customer service, relief working with children as an educational assistant, amazing. Training, sales and marketing, college lecturer, okay, that can really relate, like to going in for teaching adults, sales, technical trainer, training staff. Okay, so that's like, you got to think, sometimes we have to just think outside of the box. Like it's easy to say, I don't have any skills. Like I've never taught before. But like when you actually think about what my life skills are like, you've actually have taught before because you've done other kinds of things. Coaching, customer service, communication, antenatal educator. Wow, okay. You could even bring that an amazing talker. You can do all these other kind of courses and stuff, teaching. Teacher, training teacher, tutor, training staff, facilitator, early childhood development, teaching skills, teaching primary kids. Okay, so here you go. You guys have got a wealth of teaching skills between you guys. Okay, if you're watching the replay, pop it in the comments. I'll go through all of those as well, and I will comment on them as well. Okay, great. I can see you guys have got a lot of skills here. Okay, the trick is just getting them into your CV so that it relates correctly. Teaching grade 4 and 5. Okay, so let's go on. Let's move on to introduction videos, which is really, really very important. Okay, so that's why I put in brackets, really very important. Do not rush this. Like really don't rush this. Most online teaching companies require a short introduction video. Okay, this helps them see your personality, your energy level, your communication style, and how comfortable you are on camera. So this video is often the very first impression they get of you. Your introduction video is like, you don't get to see the person face to face, right? So this is what they get to see of you, is your introduction video. So a strong introduction video can make a very big difference when companies are deciding who they want to invite for actual interview. Okay, this helps you to get past that cut and get to the actual interview stage. It's really important. Like, and even if you are not going to work for like a ESL company, but you're going to work on a marketing platform, or you're going to go into private students, you're still going to need your introduction video, because on a marketing platform, your introduction video gets loaded onto your actual profile. So it's so important, because that's what's going to get you students, that introduction video. So that forms such an important part of your profile. And when you teach private students, parents are often going to ask you, or the adult's going to often ask you to send them your introduction video. So you're going to have to send it to them so that they can see that as well. Okay, so you're always going to need this introduction video. So it's a really important thing. And like sometimes the companies that you apply to as well, the ESL companies, they'll take your introduction video and they'll put it on their website so that some of the parents will actually see that introduction video, and that's how they end up booking with you. I'm a bit of a shy person, so video part is tough for me. The energy on camera is different from energy off camera. Of course it is. I see a lot of introduction videos and people are very animated. I prefer young adults. Could I make my intro video less animated, calm, but well spoken instead? You can, Alison. Like, it depends who you're trying to target and who you're going to apply to. Like, you could make, I often say to my members in my membership, like, make 2 introduction videos. Like, make one that's aimed for adults, make one that's aimed for kids, okay, depending, so that you've got these on hand, especially when you don't know what your niche is, maybe in the beginning. And then when you apply for jobs, you know, okay, I can send this to this person and I can send that to that company. And you have everything done already. I have a hard time memorizing everything, then I forget to look into the camera. Okay, so like, I'm going to go through these steps that I put here, but what I tell my members in my membership is, like, first have a script. Okay, so write your script out. Then, well, normally they'll write their script out. They'll send me their script and I'll check their script and I'll say, okay, change this, this, and this, and this. And then they'll change that and they'll go back and practice, practice, practice. And I say practice with a friend. So, like, practice with a friend, read it, and when you're ready, then film yourself. Okay, and then watch yourself back again. So, like, watch it afterwards and see what it's like, and then you can edit it. But, like, once you've practiced it a few times and you've seen yourself on camera a few times, it gets easier. Okay, that's why I'm saying don't rush your introduction video. Okay, dress code on an introduction video is quite important. Okay, if you are applying for a kid's position, you can have nice, bright clothes on, okay? And if you're applying for adults and more business orientated, you want to go like you would go dress, I would say, like a teacher. Dress like you would if you were going to work at a school. You can teach kids only. There's lots of companies that do kids only. Okay, let's go through this. Okay, so number 1, you want to have a friendly greeting when you start, okay? So here's some good talking points. Hi, my name is, okay, who you teach. I teach learners. How you help. I help students feel more confident with your teaching style. My lessons are, and then a friendly closing. I look forward to meeting you. Okay, let me know in the chat, what do you think would be the most difficult? Which do you think is the hardest to say? Number 4, your teaching style. My lessons are. Okay, I know a lot of people do struggle to find the right things to describe how they are. Okay, we have teaching style. Okay, that seems to be the most difficult for everybody here. Okay, and obviously you're going to fill in, like, you can add like more depth into it, but this is some basic talking points. Okay, so you can take this structure and then you can add some more things into it. And you want to keep your introduction video to between 60 seconds and 90 seconds. Don't go over 90 seconds. Okay, it's too long. Again, it's going to get chucked out if it's too long. You can mention your education, by where your second step is there. You can add it in here. This is just some basics, and you're going to fill in the rest in between that. Like, hi, my name is that. I teach this kind of learners. I have put it into that section. I have a TEFL certificate, 120 hours TEFL certificate, or I have a teaching degree and a TEFL certificate. I help students feel more confident with, 3. I help students feel more confident. 4. Good. Okay. So teaching style is kind of where you guys are hanging up there. So let's look at some common mistakes in introduction videos. Okay, reading from a script. Don't do it, okay? Like, you can definitely see when someone's reading from a script. If you have an NQF level 5, you can put it in. A lot of out-of-country people might not know what it is. Okay, But you definitely will need to have your TEFL certificate as well. You can add that in as well if you want to. But like on your introduction video, if it relates to teaching, like if you have a degree in anything, they like degrees, okay? So you could put whatever your degree is in, okay? And make sure you add your TEFL certificate. Those are the two important things. Like if you had like a certificate in special needs education, or you have like some extra things like that, then add that into. But you don't want to list so many things that your introduction video becomes longer and longer and longer and longer. Remember, you've only got 60 to 90 seconds to get everything in. And so you want to make it punchy. Okay, so don't read from a script. Don't speak too quickly. South Africans can speak really fast sometimes. Okay, make sure your lighting is good. So like natural light, do it in a nice lit room where maybe you get some natural light from coming from a window. Distracting background. Okay, so make sure you have a blank wall behind you, or you have your backdrop. Okay, you don't have people walking behind you. You don't have like loads of furniture and stuff behind you that's distracting. And make sure that you have energy for this. Like even if it's just for this, go drink a bit strong coffee before the time and make sure that you have like good energy while you're busy doing it. Like fake your energy. Like even if you don't feel like you have energy, you have to fake it for this. Okay. Companies want to see someone who the students will enjoy learning with. Okay. They're going to look at you and say, okay, my students will like this person. You have to get past this hurdle. Otherwise, you're not going to even get to an interview stage. Do I add that I have no teaching? No, don't add that you don't have teaching experience, please. Don't add that in. Okay, so let's have a quick activity over here. Imagine you are recording your introduction video. What are you going to include? Type it in the chat. Let's think about this, okay? And if you watch the replay, pop it in the comment section as well. Let's just do these 3 steps. Your name, where you're from, and why you enjoy teaching. Okay, let's see. It's just a quick activity. Let's think about this and let's put it in the comments. I am a newly certified teacher with ... I don't put newly. I am a certified teacher with. Okay. Your name, where you're from, and why you enjoy teaching all together. So make a sentence with it. No. I'm not saying all 3. Okay, put it together. Make a sentence for me. Put it in the comment box. Take all 3 of those things, put them together, and make a sentence. Let's see what your sentence says. Put it together. Let me see how you make your sentence, structure your sentence. Your name, where you're from, and why you enjoy teaching. Okay. Okay, my name is Lindy Barrett. I am from Port Shepstone, and I enjoy engaging with people. Okay, maybe you could say I enjoy teaching adults, or I enjoy teaching kids. My name is Tembeka. You can call me Teacher Tembi. I love that. I'm from South Africa, and I enjoy seeing others win and achieve their goals. Lovely. That's really good. Hello, my name... Oh, it's so fast. Hello, my name is Crystal. I'm from South Africa, and I enjoy teaching children because I love it when children learn and have fun. My name is Leanne. I'm from Cape Town in South Africa, and I love working with people. Hi, my name is Addie from South Africa. I have a background in accounting, but I've always loved teaching. Sorry, it's gone. Okay, my name is Candace from sunny South Africa. I enjoy teaching and sharing knowledge. Nice. Hello, my name is Dulcie from a beautiful country, South Africa. I enjoy teaching. My name is... Oh, so fast. My name is Naomi. I'm a certified TEFL teacher. Good, like that. I'm from South Africa. Sorry, it went before I could finish it. I love communicating. My name is Granny Vogler. I live in the city of Pretoria in South Africa, and I enjoy teaching because I believe I get to know others' backgrounds and engage with strangers. Okay, so maybe change strangers to something else. Strangers has like a bad connotation to it sometimes. Okay, hi, I'm Rena. I am from beautiful Western Cape province. I have a renewed passion for teaching after getting involved. I wanted to see what that said. So going so fast. From South, I'll enjoy sharing knowledge, empowering others, and creating a safe, supportive space where people can learn, grow, and feel safe. Nice, I like that. I'm from South Africa. I enjoy teaching and sharing information. I also enjoy helping people. Okay, you guys are getting the gist of it here. Okay, so that's good. Okay, like really think about how you can put this together. I love to learn I love learning about different cultures. Okay, that's a great one as well. I enjoy teaching and engaging with learners from around the world. I like that, Junior. That's great. My name is Sibongile. I'm from South Africa. I'm a qualified teacher with a TEFL certificate. Nice. Like that. I enjoy teaching kids because I enjoy sharing information and transforming young stars. Good. Hi, I'm teacher from South Africa and I've been teaching English for over 2 years. My name is Teacher April and I'm from a small, beautiful country called Lesotho. I hold a TEFL certificate with 3 years experience and I like helping my students progress. Love that. The progress part put into there. I'm Felicity from Durban. I have a 120-hour TEFL certificate. I enjoy teaching because I get to meet, maybe that was supposed, meet different people and learn about different cultures. I like that. That's really good. Okay, guys, they're really good. I like it. Okay, so that's kind of what you want to get into the habit of doing that. Like think about those statements and how you can put them out there. Okay, so let's think about Melanie. You can call me Mal. So I'm just going to do this last one. I'm from Johannesburg, South Africa. I enjoy teaching and engaging with different people and learning about different cultures. Okay, and that's a great thing. Like when you say that thing, learning about different cultures, it's like that's what you're going to be doing when you're teaching online, and that's like a good reason why to teach online as well. And that people can see, okay, like you really are interested in finding out and teaching different cultures. And I like this Vivian's one at the bottom, helping kids gain confidence in speaking English. That's good sentence, that as well. Okay. Let's look at your teaching setup. Like you don't have to have a professional studio. Okay. Like a lot of people, like this puts people off and they think, okay, I really can't do this because I don't have this amazing space. But a good setup includes good lighting. If you don't have good lighting, go and buy one of those ring lights. They're not expensive. They're like 600 Rand or between 500 or 600 Rand, like from a Chinese shop, or like you could maybe get it from Takealot, or you could order it off Temu. They've got really cheap ones on there. Just check the sizes before you order it off there. I bought one. My other one broke. And I saw the one and it was like came and it's like so small. It's like this small. But it looked like it was a picture of like standing next to somebody. Anyway, but it's good for my desk. So check the size before you order. But a ring light is good for lighting. Okay, have a clean, simple background, quiet environment, and a clear sign. No, you don't need the clip on the ring light. Okay. Like I just think a ring light is nice when it's got like a long stand so that you can kind of move it around and you can position it like you want to. Like this one of mine is like so short. Like I can't really put it anywhere. But it goes nicely on my desk, like almost like a desk lamp. Okay, and make sure that you've got clear sound. So many successful teachers just start with very simple setups. Okay, I've seen like some teachers, like they don't have a setup like that. Maybe they set up in their kitchen, and they just buy a board and they put a board behind them and they put something on the board. Okay, so like you can do that kind of thing. Or some people have like a board they wheel in when they teach and they take the board away when they're done. Okay, so like be creative. If you don't have the space, create a space for yourself somewhere so that you can end up. You don't have to have a professional and expensive studio that you teach in. Okay, let's look at confidence versus perfection. Which one do you think is more important, confidence or perfection? Which one do you guys think is more important? Both, okay? Definitely not perfection. Like you can't be perfect in when you teach online. Okay, confidence. Many beginners think they must be perfect before they apply. But in reality, companies are looking for teachers who are really positive, who are friendly, and have got clear communication. Okay, so if you are a clear communicator, you're friendly, you're positive, that's a really good start. Your confidence grows with your experience. Many beginners believe that they must be completely ready before they apply. But in reality, your confidence grows through preparation, through practice, and through feedback from people. Okay. But you will see, like, the more you do something, the more confidence you're going to get with it. Like the first time you do something, maybe you feel really nervous and scared. But when you do that same thing over and over and over and over again, you're going to become more confident with it. And that's how your confidence is going to grow. If you wait to be completely ready and perfect, you're never going to start. So get your things together that you need to have together to start and get started. Even if you don't have the confidence, even if you're not perfect, get started and the confidence is going to come. Okay, so the advantage of being prepared. Preparation gives you confidence. Okay, teachers who prepare properly usually get interviews faster, they feel more confident, and they avoid making common mistakes. So preparation really helps you stand out in a competitive market because believe me, this is a really competitive market. There's a lot of teachers out there. There's a lot of, like, just look how many of you are online now looking to find out about how to become an online teacher. Okay, there's so many people out there that want to do this. But the trick is you want to stand out from the rest of everybody. You want people to notice you. And the way to do that is to be prepared. Okay, not to go in with slapdash stuff and things that aren't done correctly, and you haven't found out about the company and you don't know how anything works, and when you go for an interview you don't even know how to use the software. Okay, you're never going to pass that interview. So being prepared is an important thing. Like if you know, okay, like if you know you are going to yes, Alison, it helps when you have somebody that is a teacher and that they can be helpful and that you can go ask somebody. Like say you're going for an interview on, let's say Amazing Talker. Okay, they don't really do interviews anymore, but like before they did used to have an interview system. Okay, then you would go, like maybe you can go onto YouTube and you can go and look and see, okay, what can I find out about, there's lots of things of Palfish. Let's take Palfish. That's a good example. Okay, how does the interview work on Palfish? Go to YouTube, go and research it, go and look and see what if other people, you'll often find people that put like videos of their interviews on YouTube. Go and watch them, go see what other people have done. It often gives you a little bit of prep. Go find out about the company. So when somebody asks you, like, why do you want to work for our company? You found out some information about the company and you can say, I really like this about your company. Okay. So go and do a little bit of homework before you have your interview as well. Stand out from the crowd. So your action step for tonight is, before tomorrow's session, take a few minutes to think about what skills, which we were talking about earlier, what skills from your previous jobs could help you teach online. So really go home and think about it. Don't say, I don't have any experience. Go back and think about what skills from your previous job could help you teach online. And number 2 is, what would you say in your introduction video? And write down a few ideas. And this is going to help you prepare for the next steps. Okay, so that's your homework for tonight. Okay, so go and look at what skills that you have from your previous jobs that can help you teach online. And what would you say in your introduction video? Think about what we talked about earlier. Think about those sentences you made earlier. Think about how you would put all of that together. Write down a few of those ideas. Okay, so tomorrow is another big one. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to look at getting your first online teaching job. So tomorrow we're going to cover beginner-friendly companies, where to apply, interview tips, and avoiding common scams, okay? Because there's lots of scams out there, especially when you're applying to SL companies. Like, you want to make sure that you don't get scammed. Okay, and we want to look at how to create a clear plan to get started. Okay, we're really going to look at how we're going to plan this and how we're going to get started. So that is for tomorrow. Okay, I just want to remind everybody about a bonus. I'm going to take your screenshots at the end again of everybody that was on. So like at the end when I stop the screen share like I did last night, I will take a screenshot of everybody. Okay, so remember the online teaching starter kit will be shared with those who attend all 3 live sessions. This includes it's a resume template for you, an introduction video guide, a company list, and a hiring checklist. Okay, it's quite a nice little starter kit for you guys. Okay, just get you started. Okay, so let's think about what was your biggest takeaway from tonight. Like, here's some examples: resume tips, introduction video ideas, understanding what companies want. Just let these people in. It's quite late already. Okay, and again, I'll put in that YouTube link. So if you want to go over anything, it's going to be on there. The YouTube channel is like really great as well. You'll see there's a lot of helpful videos on there. Like, I have got some stuff on introduction videos on there. There's some past boot camps that really go into the introduction videos. There is also like mistakes people do make teaching kids, the TEFL things. So I've been trying to build up the YouTube channel so that it's like a really like a good hub to, let's say a hub to go to, that you can kind of learn all of these things. Okay. So many teachers spend months trying to figure things out, but teachers also who have guidance and support while preparing may help to move faster. Okay. I'm going to share with you a little bit of information about before we end. Okay. Confidence grows faster with having structure, with having feedback, with having practice, and with having support. Okay. Those are the things that are going to give you confidence in getting started. Yeah, you definitely don't need to be perfect. Okay, being perfect is not the thing that you need. So confidence is built, it's not born. Showing up again tonight proves that. Okay, so you can type in the chat. I'm building confidence so put that up in the chat. Okay, you're busy building confidence. Okay, good. Wow, very, very fast. Chan, right? Okay, let's do it. We're building confidence here. Okay, we're getting ready to get started. We're getting ready to get hired. Great, I love that, guys. Well done. Okay, maybe you still have questions. Okay, well, tomorrow we're going to go through some more of those questions, like things like payment gateways, how do I find students, how do I find a curriculum, and which software do I use? Do I teach for an online school, or do I apply at a marketing platform? Okay, so I have a teaching membership that I want to tell you guys a little bit about just before we end tonight. Okay, so if you're wanting to have someone who can help and guide you over every obstacle and help you with your teaching business, I have proven methods and strategies that's really going to help you get started. Okay, so you can either do this on your own, okay, and which is option number one. You can go this alone, Google things, try and lay a solid foundation. Sometimes you miss the mark. Sometimes it takes you a bit longer to get there. Or you can have somebody that helps you and somebody that guides you to give you back your power and give you your freedom and help you to get hired faster. Okay, so those are two different options that you could have. Okay, I want to tell you about my amazing membership that I do have. Okay, what I used to do before I started this membership, I used to run courses for people, and I used to do 6 weeks courses. So you could get a lot of people in, do 6-week course with them, and then get the next 6 weeks. But I thought like maybe people need a little bit more support and do it for like a cheaper price where people can come in and go out as they want to. They can stay for a month, they can stay for 2 months, they can stay for 6 months, completely up to them what they need to get out of it. So Teach English with Kathy B was born. It's one type of membership program that shows you exactly how to start your online teaching business by providing step-by-step systems and guidance and support to get you started the right way. We remove all the guesswork from you guys, okay, like way more than what you get here, and uncertainty that comes with the territory so that you can become an online teacher with ease and with confidence. Okay, it's always the confidence, building up that confidence. Okay, and it is run in school, which is like an app, like a learning app. It is like a school, okay? So it has a classroom and everything in it. Okay, so in it, you're going to learn how to lay the foundations for your online teaching business, how to create a teaching brand that stands out and attracts the right kind of people, how to navigate tech. We really help to remove all that tech overwhelm. How to create and deliver a successful demo lesson. We have demo practices every single month. You can sign up for a demo lesson practice, which is a one-on-one session that you have with me, and I give you feedback on that. You will get to know how to build a successful resume. I'm going to help you with that. And we'll go backwards and forwards until it's exactly how it should be. You're going to learn how to be successful, have a successful career as a teacher, and how to manage and run your business, okay? Because this is going to be a business in the end. Okay, you're wanting to build it up so that it becomes a teaching business for you. And how to overcome common problems in the classroom, because you do get those problems. Okay, so all of these things we cover. Like included now in the teacher membership, I've included my Let's Get Hired course, which is an amazing course that I used to sell on its own. But it's got 6 modules in it, and the 6 modules teach you like everything you need to know about teaching online. Okay, that's loaded into the classroom. And you can go through it at your own time. Like there's everything, how to set up a PayPal account, how to set up a Payoneer account, how to set up a Wise account, how to use ClassIn, how to use Zoom, how to use all the different platforms, how to apply for jobs, how to do your introduction video, your demo lessons, like literally every single thing you need to know about teaching online is included in this course, all the basics, okay? This is a basic course that teaches you absolutely everything. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm doing this in Cam. Okay, so, sorry, I just want to go back. Okay, Canva. Okay, so what it costs is it's $25, which is not 450 Rand. Like the Rand is dropped. It's probably about, I don't know what it is. If someone wants to look it up, pop it in the chat box. But I think like we're sitting on, I don't know, maybe 16 Rand. I'm not sure. Okay, maybe it's like 400 Rand a month at the moment. And as I said, you can either stay for 1 month to get what you want for that 1 month out of it, get your CV sorted, get your demo lesson sorted, get all your things sorted, and then you can leave after the month. Or you can stay in, okay, Alison, thank you. It's 400 Rand at the moment. Okay, or you can stay for as long as you want to until you feel confident, okay? Like I've had people in there for a long time. People come and people go, or people stay. It's completely up to you, but the facility is there to help you until you feel confident that you've got your job and you are on your way. Okay, so in the membership club, we've got weekly drops. So each week, there's new, easy to follow lessons that you could have, tips, strategies focused on topics like how to find students, market yourself online, use teaching platforms. Okay, then there's like daily motivation and focus. Start each day with a positive mindset. At the moment, I'm doing like a 10-day, like little mini challenge thing. And it's like each day has got something in that somebody needs to, that you need to do. It's literally going to take you 5 minutes a day just to really focus your mind and get you on track. Okay. And then once a month, then twice a month is Zoom calls. So what I've done this month is, again, I did it last month too. I'm combining everything and I'm doing like a 5-day coaching session. Okay. And then so live coaching Q&A session where we dive deep into different things. Like last month, we were looking at how to brand yourself. Okay. Like how to go about branding yourself and how to create a profile on Preply and on Amazing Talker and on those things. So all those replays and stuff are all in the classroom as well. So you can go back and you can go look at last month's training and you can look at the month before's training. That's all available as well. Okay, next week is demo lesson practices, and the week after that block week is going to be is the training for this month. Okay, so like every month, and then every second month I'm going to bring a guest speaker in that will help to like really give you some online business advice. Okay, so it's like things that, like how to create a business or how to create a course or just some extra things that will help you get started and get you on your way. Okay, and everything always, in case you can't attend something, there's always a replay available and that's always loaded into the classroom. So like once we're done with everything, the replay gets loaded up so you can always go through it again. Then we have this amazing resource library. So inside of it is like templates, lesson ideas, lessons. Some there's like free books that you could use to make lessons from, startup guides, icebreakers. There's like all kinds of stuff inside of that. So I add to it all the time. Obviously, you're in a community, so we're there to support each other. And we want to stay motivated. You also have access to me on I nearly said WeChat. I'm so used to using WeChat. Okay, on the WhatsApp, you have my WhatsApp number. So you're able to, while you're in the group, you're able to message me. So a lot of people message me rather than put it on the group because they want like that individual help and attention. So they'll send stuff to me. I'll help them with it and send it back to them. Okay, so while you are on it, you have that access to me as well. Okay, and as I said, it is $25 a month, which I think someone worked out was like 400 Rand. I will pop the link in just now. I just have to get it when we go out of this because I've put the YouTube link on now. I'll grab it in a minute. Okay. So like this will really help you to get going. Okay. It's going to take away the uncertainty of how to move forward and really start moving you forward in a direction and getting you hired. Okay. And that's what we really want to achieve. Okay. I just want to go to the end. Sorry. Okay. So thank you for being here tonight. You've already started taking that important step forward, okay, towards your teaching journey. Okay, so tomorrow night again is day 3, 8 p.m. South African Standard Time. So if you're from a different time zone, check the timing out. The same link again to get back in tomorrow night. I'm going to go out of this because I want to take those screenshots of everybody that is here so that I have you guys. Okay. Oh, lots of you have got your cameras on. Well done, guys. That's so nice to see. Well done. Okay. Let me just take these screenshots quickly. So I've got you all. And page 2. And page 3. Okay, gotcha, guys. Okay, so exciting. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night where we like kind of going to bring everything together and go through everything. If you guys have got questions or anything like, and you think of something tonight, pop it down, write it down somewhere. So tomorrow you can ask the questions that you need. Okay, so looking forward to seeing you all tonight. Joining from Ireland, Nomsa. Wow, okay. Yes, okay. You are 2 hours behind because you're still in winter time. Okay, so tomorrow it will be 6 p.m. for you, and you can catch up on. This is that YouTube channel again, and I'm just gonna pop. I'm gonna pop the link for the. Okay, that's the YouTube channel. I'm just gonna quickly get the link for the membership quickly to pop it in for anyone that wants that. And you can have a look at that. And this is the membership over here for anyone that wants that. Okay, so I will see you all back here tomorrow. Okay, Nomsa, don't forget the 2 hours different with time. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining, and I hope you all got something out. Don't forget to do your tasks that you need to do for tonight, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye.